The key clicked in the lock with a delicate chime, but the sound struck something raw in me. After all this time, the familiar felt foreign. A coil of dread twisted in my stomach. From inside, I heard Amelia's laughter, light, carefree, so jarringly different from the turmoil boiling under my skin. It had been 6 long months. 6 months of subtle withdrawal, of cold dinners and colder silences, late nights at work that bled into early mornings, whispered phone calls behind shut doors. I'd watched love decay, not in a single blow, but in quiet erosion. My heart hadn't broken all at once. It had cracked slowly until nothing solid remained. She stepped into view mid-laugh and froze. The sound died on her lips, crumpling in her throat like something wounded. Her eyes, once warm and full of mischief, widened in horror. Her hand covered her mouth. Too late. That look, that exact flicker of panic, was what I had been waiting for. Everything led to this moment. On the bed behind me was my exhibit, a gallery of betrayal, carefully assembled, methodically curated. It wasn't just digital footprints, though I had those too. Emails, messages, even call logs, all printed neatly, some framed, in a cruel sort of irony. But I had gone deeper. The silk scarf she'd once claimed to have lost. I found it stuffed in the glove box of Cameron's car. There was a receipt from a cabin in the mountains, the one she'd supposedly escaped to while nursing her mother. And then the centerpiece, a photograph, enlarged, grainy, Amelia and Cameron, wrapped in embrace outside a dimly lit restaurant. You couldn't see their faces clearly, but the way they held each other spoke volumes. It hit her like a slap. She stumbled backward, pale and shaking. I stood still, my voice even, unnatural in its calm. "Tell me," I said, softly, "how you looked me in the eye every day while tearing us down." She opened her mouth, but no words came, only panic, her gaze darting like a trapped animal searching for a way out. There wasn't one. This was a confrontation I'd imagined so many nights. The truth cornering the liar. "Where is he?" I asked, my voice gone cold. Cameron's wife told me he called in sick today. Funny how lies unravel once they're exposed. She flinched. The tears came then, not the manipulative kind, but real, messy, desperate. Her face collapsed. But I didn't stop. "He's married, Amelia." I continued, my tone laced with bitter steel. "You weren't just destroying me. You helped ruin another life, too." Once I knew, everything clicked into place. I took out my phone and dialed. When Cameron picked up, I spoke with icy precision. "You should come home. There's something you need to see." He arrived soon after. That smug confidence he wore like a badge faded the moment he stepped inside and took it all in. Amelia, shaking, the bed covered in evidence, the stench of the betrayal thick in the air. What followed wasn't a conversation. It was an explosion. Rage, tears, accusations. A collapse of every lie they constructed. And when the dust settled, what remained was silence. Crushing. Final. Amelia looked at me then, her voice a whisper. "John, please." But the man who once loved her, who had fought for her, forgiven her, believed in her, was gone, worn down by every secret, every dismissive excuse. Every night she turned her face to the wall instead of to me. I felt nothing. No heat, no hate. Just emptiness. "The divorce was brutal," I said flatly. "I want you out." Time passed. I sold the house, the one that had echoed with both laughter and betrayal. I moved to a new city, built a quieter life. The pain softened with distance. The memories faded into sepia tones, distant and dull. Acceptance took the place of anger. I stopped looking over my shoulder. I stopped expecting ghosts. Cameron and Amelia didn't last. Guilt ate at them. Their fragile foundation collapsed under its own weight. I didn't gloat. I didn't feel satisfaction, only fatigue. I had already survived the worst of it. Years later, I was in a quiet cafe, reading, when I heard it, a laugh I hadn't heard in years. Older now, thinner somehow. I looked up. There she was, Amelia. Time had etched itself into her features. Her eyes still carried sadness. When our eyes met, I saw recognition. regret. A flicker of shame crossed her face before she looked away. I closed my book and let a small, tired smile touch my lips. The fury was gone. What remained was something softer. Peace. Hard won, but mine. I stood, walked past her without a word, and stepped into the sunlight. Some things are best left behind.